Hello, I'm going to talk about the safe, legal, and ethical use of technology. Over the years, there have been a tremendous increase in the use of technology. Although great things can and have come from this, there can be many negative things as well. Let's look a little deeper into these areas. The downfalls of the increased use of technology. Over the years, we have noticed many changes in technology. Telephones used to be attached to the wall by a cord. Now our phones can easily fit into our pocket and be taken everywhere with us. We used to have big, bulky desktop computers that sat stationary. iPads tend to be the norm now and can easily be transported wherever you want to use them. Writing papers was once done with notebook paper and pencil. We had to check our own spelling and grammar, and erasing caused our papers to look very messy. These days, writing is done on word processing systems like Microsoft Word. Spelling and grammar is checked automatically, and changes are quick and easy. Having access to all of the information you need has become very convenient. GPS systems have replaced the paper map. Just type in the address that you need and follow the directions, and it should take you right where you want to go. If you're needing some information, search engines such as Google, Yahoo, and Bing contain all of the information from all over the world, anything that you want to find. If you're looking for someone's phone number or address, or even a business, you can get on whitepages.com and easily find this information by just typing in names and getting the information pulled right to your fingertips. Christmas shopping, birthday shopping, any kind of shopping can be done from the convenience of your own home. You don't even have to change out of your pajamas. Just log on, order, and it's shipped directly to your home. Although the newer technology is much more convenient than what was done in the past, it opens a whole new realm of risks that were hardly thought of before. With such easy access to so much information, copyright infringement and plagiarism seem to be happening more and more. How does a person know when they are crossing the line? When does researching and using information become copyright infringement? How can a person keep themselves and their loved ones protected when there are no copyright issues or the laws just are not clear or strong enough? There are three technology risks that seem to be the most relevant to today's youth. The first one is copyright laws. What is a copyright? A copyright is the exclusive right to make copies, license, and otherwise exploit a literacy, musical, or artistic work, whether printed, audio, video, etc. Works granted such right by law on or after January 1st, 1978 are protected for the lifetime of the author or creator and for a period of 50 years after his or her death. Why were copyright laws created? Copyright laws were created to help protect the authors from having their creations used whenever and however, at least for a certain amount of time. There are many hefty penalties for evading copyright laws. Copyright infringement can carry penalties such as fines ranging from $200,000 to $150,000, profits from all sales, and can even include jail time. It's worth it to take the time to do research to make sure the songs, books, or whatever is being used does not have a copyright. Although copyrights are a very serious matter, it seems there is no way around them. There is an exception to this law known as fair use. What is fair use? Fair use is the conditions under which you can use material that is copyrighted by someone else without paying royalties. If a person makes sure they completely understand and have used the fair use analysis, there is really nothing that is off limits for use. There are 4 factors that should be taken into consideration when claiming fair use. The first factor to be taken into consideration is the purpose and character of the work being used. If it's for nonprofit, educational, or personal use, this covers 1 factor for use. The second factor is whether the work is creative or more factual. Creative work tends to be protective because they are someone's own ideas and not necessarily events that actually happened. The third factor taken into consideration is how much of the work is being used. If only a small portion of the piece is being used, this is considered more acceptable than using all or even a large portion of the work. The final factor is whether the use of the item has an effect on the workforce. If use of the work can jeopardize jobs for others, then it most likely will not be deemed as fair. Working under the Fair Use Act opens many doors for uses of a whole world of information. The next technology risk we will look at is photo sharing. People may not realize that by reusing pictures or music, they could be potentially breaking the law and could face fines for doing so. Today, it seems like the norm for people to take pictures and share them, forward them on through emails or Facebook or Twitter, but this may not always be okay. There are even cases of photos or videos being shared that weren't intended to be. What about these? It seems to be common to hear stories of girls or women sending racy photos to their boyfriends or to make sex tapes thinking that they were personal and no one would ever see them. When the couple breaks up, suddenly these photos are seen all over Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media site. It's devastating to the victim. Their trust has just been shattered and most likely their reputations have now been ruined. 10 years ago, this was rarely heard of. Now, with the convenience of cameras and cell phones and texting, it's not too uncommon to hear these stories on the news. The final risk that I am going to talk about is cyberbullying. What is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is when the internet or technology is used to reach the child. When a few examples are mean texts or emails, rumors or embarrassing photos sent by email or posted to social networking sites, fake profiles being set up to hurt or harm a person. Here are some cyberbullying statistics. 32% of online teens have experienced some form of harassment. 26% of teens have been harassed through their cell phone. Most kids who are cyberbullied are also being bullied in person. A child being bullied is not uncommon. It's not even a new thing that has recently come around. However, with the large use of internet and social media, cyberbullying is on the rise and sometimes hard to catch. Unlike being bullied in school, cyberbullying can happen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and knows no distance. Information spreads fast online and through text, and this can cause a lot of harm in a small amount of time. These statistics came from the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops and the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of America. What happened to ethics? Are there any more? Is downloading one pirated song just as bad as downloading 1,000 pirated songs? What does ethics mean? Simply stated, ethics refers to a standard of behavior that tells us how human beings ought to act in the many situations in which they find themselves as friends, parents, children, citizens, business people, teachers, professionals, and so on. From a small age, children are taught proper manners and etiquette. In this day and age, proper netiquette skills need to be taught from the moment a child begins using the internet. What is netiquette? Netiquette is a network etiquette, the do's and don'ts of online communication. Netiquette covers both common courtesy online and the informal rules of the road of cyberspace. As technology continues to grow and become used in more and more ways, the laws are going to continuously be changing. Being able to make sure an author's work protected or a musician's song is not used without permission is going to be increasingly difficult because there simply is not enough manpower to crack down on everybody who is breaking copyright laws. Just a few tips to help keep yourself protected. Make sure kids and adults only share what they don't mind others viewing and or using. Monitor children's usage on computers and cell phones. Be accountable for your own actions. If the question crosses your mind that something may not be ethical, just don't do it. The resources that I used came from dictionary.com, Purdue University, Seth Ross and his Netiquette homepage, the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops and the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of America, and Velasquez, Moberg, Myers, Shanks, McLean, DeCoste, Andre, and Hansen with their book, A Framework for Thinking Ethical. Thank you. I hope that you learned many lessons that will teach you about copyright infringement, cyberbullying, and anything else that will keep you safe while browsing on this wonderful worldwide web. Have a great day.